don't be dishonest. Ay, still not understand.
Now I'm praying my phone let me record this because it seems like every time I want to record, my phone wants a storage full. But whatever. I literally got this hair in the exact same length. This is my NOLA Curl Raw Indian Curly, and we are going to make her blonde. Ah! I'm so excited for this. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I have an idea. I'm going to insert a picture of what I think I want this to look like. But we're going to see how she come out. Like, I'm really not trying to put too much expectation on it. I just kind of want to play around, get real artistic. Carson, put it back. And see what happens. So when you order your hair, this is what it's going to come looking like. It smells so good. I always say that, but like I really hate when I get hair and it smells horrible. This hair smells fantastic. Love that. And I have 2 boxes of Creamy Nature Honey Blonde, and we're just gonna leave it on there for just a little second until she turns brown. I feel like this will be gentler on the hair than soaking it in developer. Let's get started. Let me shut up. Let's get started. Okay guys, so you want to start off by separating the bundle, and I say this because you do not want to just squeeze the dye over the whole bundle. It's not going to get all the way through, and that's how you end up with patches, and we don't want that. So after I comb the bundle out, I'm going to take the first half and I'm just going to brush in the color, and then I'm going to repeat this on the other side as well. And I'm not going all the way up to the roots because I want to keep the dark roots since I'm going to be blending this into my natural hair. But I do want to go up significantly high because the blonde is going to go up high as well. And we want a little bit of that brown to peek through at the top. I'm also remembering to turn my brush sideways, as you can see, vertical. And I'm going in with the color like that around the roots. This helps me not to get any sharp lines. Also, make sure you put the color on the front and the back of the bundle. Don't just do one side and then call it quits. No, you want to make sure that that color is all the way through. And even here, you see this bundle is really thick. I'm taking that second section and I'm splitting it in half again. Like I said, you want to make sure it's fully saturated so you don't have any patches. So now I'm just working the color in through the full bundle, and I'm going to repeat this process for my other 2 bundles as well. And I'm going to go up at various different heights on each bundle with this brown mixture because I want the brown to fall in different places, because when we put it all together, it's going to look really, really natural. And also make sure to roll that foil up nice and tight because we want the hair to heat up so it can change a little faster. Okay, so now you guys can see that beautiful brown color. I know it looks very dark right now, and that's because it's wet. Colors always look darker when they're wet. But as you can see, after it dries, it's this beautiful chocolate brown color that we were looking for. Again, I did not leave it on there long at all, so make sure to keep your eye on it. Because since we're going to go through and bleach this hair twice, I did not want it to process very long. So now I'm just taking a rat tail comb and I'm doing the weaving technique. And if you don't know what that is, I'm going in and out on the hair bundle, picking up a little hair, leaving a little at the bottom. And so this is going to split the hair in half, but it's going to make it to where it's going to blend really well, as opposed to just like taking a comb and going half and half completely. No, you want to do the weaving technique. That way you can have that beautiful blend. And again, if you suffer with harsh lines whenever you color or bleach hair, this is another strategy that will help you not have that happen. It'll help, like I said, it will help it blend together beautifully. So now when you're mixing up your bleach in developer, I still like mine's kind of thick, to the point where if I pick it up with the brush, it's not just going to drip down. But at the same time, you don't want it too thick. You want that perfect like pancake batter consistency. And so now I'm going to start on the ends, and we're going to apply the color. Don't worry about that harsh line, because we're going to blend it out. So whenever I'm doing a balayage, basically the easiest way to describe this is to make triangles or V's. So as you can see, I went up really high with the bleach and I came down in a diagonal line, and I'm just going to do the same thing right here on the other side, and it's going to leave a triangle, an upside down triangle here in the middle. And again, this technique is going to keep you from having harsh lines. Now, please make sure you really work this bleach in, because you do not want any patches. So you want to make sure you thoroughly work the bleach through whatever section that you put it on. But just remember to keep making upside down triangles, and you should be all good. The smaller the triangle, the less of the dark root that there will be. And of course, the bigger the triangle, the more of the dark brown root that's going to show through. So this is about the size that I'm doing. But I'm going to go back over each dark root section, and I'm just going to like brush the remnants of the bleach that I have on my brush on it, just so it can kind of turn a little bit. This is kind of like the paint part. You just want to kind of like lightly dust it over the top, just so it's not like untouched by bleach. We want just like a little hint of blonde over the tops. So you see, I'm going back through and just making sure that bleach is really worked in. So since the bundle is longer than the foil that I pulled out, I'm just taking a piece of foil and covering the area I just did and folding over the tracks so that I can finish the rest. And we're just going to repeat the same technique that we just did. I'm going to put the bleach on at the bottom, and however high up you put this part is how high your blonde will actually come. The top parts where we make the V is going to look more like a highlight. The bottom parts where we completely saturate it, that is how high up, the color is really going to come. So I do like a little bit more than half the bundle with the bottom part that I come up on. Okay, and again, now that's done, we're going to work that color in, and we're going to just take whatever remnants of bleach that's on our brush, don't pick up any new bleach, and just brush it over the tops of those brown spots. We still want them to look brown, but we just want to dust a little blonde on. And we're going to flip the bottoms of the foil up. I know you guys are like, duh, you got to roll it in foil, but it's such a crucial part if you want the hair to turn fast. And when you're dealing with coloring curly hair, the amount of time that it's processing really matters. So you want to do everything possible to make sure it turns fast. So this right now is how it looks after being processed one time. As you can see, each bundle looks a little different, and I'm about to explain why. Okay guys, so before I do my second bleaching on this hair, I want to show you guys the 3 different ways I processed this. So with this bundle, I did half and half, meaning I did the weaving technique in and out as you saw me do. In one half I bleached, and the other half I left brown, and this is the mixture that you get. So on this bundle, I bleached both halves. So I did the weaving technique, and then I went ahead and I bleached the one half, and then the half that I bent up, I turned around and I bleached that one too. So this is double blonde. And then this one, same thing, weaved it, split it in half, and one half I bleached, and then I folded it up and I let it sit on there for I think about like 20 minutes. And then I went ahead and bleached the other side. So this side didn't process as long. So it gave me like a blonde and a light brown mix, as opposed to a blonde and dark brown mix. So these are 3 different ways you can do it. I prefer to do all 3 in one head because I like a little dimension. Now mind you, we're going to ice out these tips, so we're going to bleach the bottoms one more time, and then we're going to go ahead and tone it and get rid of this yellow brassiness, and we'll be all done. So now that the bundles have air dried overnight, I'm just going to go ahead and comb the curls out so we can have an even bleaching session. And this time we're going to go in with our 30 volume developer, since we do want this part to come out a little brighter than before. The first time, remember, we used 20 volume, and now we're using 30. Please be mindful that I did not use any 40, and this is because we do not want to fry these curls. We want these curls to process, but we want them to stay nice and tight. So I'm literally just going to go in pretty much kind of with that same idea that I had the first time. We're going to go ahead and apply the bleach to the bottoms and make it go up as high as we want it to come up. And then this time, instead of making the V, we're going to take our brush sideways, and we're just going to kind of work the bleach up, kind of like if you were doing an ombre. Now guys, the reason I'm not bringing this bleach all the way up is because you see how you can see the brown and the blonde. That is going to help the blend. It's gonna blend all together so well. You want a little bit of all that work you just did to show at the top. That way it really gradually gets lighter towards the bottom, and it's gonna make this color look a lot more natural. So guys, this is how the hair turned out. The color looks beautiful, but the curls do look a little stretched, but don't worry, they're still very healthy. We're going to go in with the 20 volume developer and some toners just so we can get to the shade of blonde that I actually want. You can use whatever toners that you would like, just to, get to the right shade of blonde and to knock out that yellow. I recommend mixing whatever color you like with a little bit of T18 because it's really going to combat the yellowness of that. As you can see, it looks more ashy and just less yellow, and that's really what we want. So then after this, we're going to go in with the step 2 color sealer. And guys, this is just going to replenish the moisture in the hair. You know how after you bleach hair, how it feels a little different? This is going to restore that. Now, the pack says to leave it in there for 2 minutes, but I leave it in there for around like 10 minutes just to really make sure that moisture gets back in that hair. And guys, it's going to make the hair look beautiful. Like, look at this. You cannot tell me that we just processed this hair 3 times. And that is so important when you plan on wearing the hair in its natural state. But we're going to go a step further. We're going to apply this Afro-G treatment. And if you don't know what that is a protein treatment. We have just stripped the hair so much, and we want to really make sure that we restore the nourishment and protein in the hair so that it's not frizzy and we have beautiful silky curls. So I'm just going to apply this throughout the hair and really work it in and make sure it gets everywhere that bleach touched. And then I'm going to go through and just scrunch the hair a little bit, because since we do plan on wearing this hair in its natural state, it is important in all steps to try to preserve those beautiful curl ringlets. So then we're going to put it under the dryer and we're going to let it get nice and crispy. Yes, you heard me right. Crispy like a chip, because that means it's really locking in that protein. We're going to rinse this out and then apply step 2. And this is what's going to add that moisture back in. And y'all, the hair is going to feel softer than it probably did when I first got it. Like, look at this. It's like butter on my fingers. And these are our final results. I'm absolutely in love. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and make a flip over unit with this hair. If you want to see how I do that, make sure to tune into part 2 of this video. Here's the final look. I hope you guys like this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.